You know how we say hello or how's it going without a second thought? Well, what if one of the most common greetings in the world wasn't just a pleasantry, but a binding promise? Today, we're going to dig into Salam Alaykum and uncover this incredible hidden guarantee of personal security.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. Imagine every time you greeted someone, you were literally making a vow that they were safe from you. It completely changes the game, right? It turns a simple hello into this massive social commitment. So let's break down how that works.
All right, so the whole basis for this idea, it actually comes straight from a very specific instruction in the Quran. It's all about how you're supposed to respond when someone greets you with salam.
And this verse, it's super explicit. It says, do not say to one who offers you peace, salam, you are not a mu'min. Wow. I mean, that single line forges this unbreakable link between just saying hello and having a very specific status.
So what does that even mean? The verse is telling us that the very act of offering peace, it defines the speaker as a mu'min. But that immediately brings up a huge question. What exactly is a mu'min in this context? Because let me tell you, the answer is the key to unlocking this whole thing.
And to really get this promise, we have to kind of throw out our old definitions. We're going to look at a key term, not as something you think, but as something you do.
So, on the one hand, there's the common idea that a mu'min is someone who holds a certain creed. But the analysis by Khalid al-Sayyid Hassan that we're looking at today, it proposes something totally different. It argues that a mu'min isn't defined by what's in their head, but by their actions. A mu'min is a grantor of security.
And this is the core shift right here. Iman isn't a feeling or a state of mind. It's the action of granting security. It's not something you just feel inside, it's something you actually do. It's a real, observable, social function.
Okay, so now let's see how all these pieces fit together to build this amazing system where your words literally become a real-world promise. You see how it all just clicks into place? Islam is the act of granting peace. The mu'min is the person doing it, the grantor of security. Iman is the action itself. And Salam Alaykum, well, that's the verbal contract that kicks the whole thing off. It's honestly such a beautifully logical system.
So when you hear Salam Alaykum, it's not just a hopeful wish, like, I hope you have peace. No. It's a direct personal declaration. The speaker is literally saying, I grant you security. From me, you are safe. It's a flat-out guarantee.
So what makes this greeting so different from, say, good morning? Well, the core argument is that it's a promise you can actually tangibly keep. Just look at this, right? In Russian, you might wish someone good health. That's a really nice thought, but you can't actually make them healthy. Or in English, we say good morning, but we have zero control over whether the morning is good for that person. Salam Alaykum is on a whole different level. Granting someone security from your own actions, that's something you, and only you, are 100% in control of. It's a truly actionable promise. And this whole idea gets even stronger when you look at a really cool linguistic pattern inside the Quran. So, the phrase Salam Alaykum, where salam is indefinite, just a general peace, it shows up 6 times. And this version is specifically for a general, person-to-person grant of peace, your standard everyday promise. But here's where it gets interesting. The definite form, As-Salam, meaning the peace, it only shows up twice in these kinds of contexts. And this version refers to a very specific divine peace that comes from God in unique situations. This little linguistic difference is huge. It shows that the everyday greeting, Salam Alaykum, is meant to be a human-to-human promise, something you can actually deliver on.
Okay, let's wrap this up. What does all this actually mean for you and me, the person saying the words and the person hearing them?
It boils down to a super simple 3-step social contract. Step 1, you say the words Salam Alaykum. Step 2, by saying them, you are actively promising to keep that person safe from you. And step 3, that very action defines you as a mu'min, a grantor of security. Plain and simple, your words become your bond.
And really, that's the whole point. This isn't just some fun language fact. It completely reframes a simple, everyday greeting. It turns it into a profound act of social responsibility. It makes the speaker directly accountable for the well-being of the person they're talking to. So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on. If every single greeting you ever spoke was a promise, a real, binding promise, how would you speak to the world? How would that change everything?